Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, is the world I see really the truth? Or is it just how I see it? What if your reality isn't the same as someone else's? What if it's not even fully real for you? Because the world around you, everything you see, hear, feel, isn't just coming from outside, it's being shaped from the inside too. By your thoughts, your memories, your feelings, your beliefs. All those things come together to create one powerful thing, in your perception, and your perception shapes your world. So here's a big question. Are you seeing the world as it really is? Or just as you are? Welcome to Mind in the Mirror, where we slow down and explore questions that most people avoid. If you find yourself thinking deeper already, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell icon. Because sometimes the truth is not out there, it's inside. Is reality even real? Let's begin with a simple question. What is reality? Is it what we see, what we hear, what we think is true? Most of us go through life believing we see the world exactly as it is. But that's not really true. We don't see the world directly. We see it through a lens, a mental filter shaped by our past, our memories, our beliefs, and even our emotions. That's why two people can be in the same situation and have completely different reactions. It's not because one person is wrong, it's because they're each seeing that moment through their own lens. So when we say this is just how things are, we need to pause and ask, is this really the world or just how I see it? Because the truth is, we don't see the world as it is, we see it as we are. What is perception really? Perception is how your brain makes sense of the world. Everything you see, hear, touch, taste, and smell goes into your mind. But your brain doesn't just take in this information, it interprets it. It puts the pieces together to create a story. And that story depends on you, your past, your feelings, your thoughts, and your beliefs. So even if two people are in the same place, they might not experience it the same way. Imagine two people walking through a quiet forest. One sees beauty. They feel peace, joy, and calm. The other person feels nervous. They remember getting lost in the woods as a child. It's the same forest, the same trees, the same sounds. But the experience is completely different. Why? Because their minds told them different stories. That's perception, the personal lens through which we see the world, the lens of past experiences. Your past isn't just something you remember. It becomes part of how you see the world today. It's like a filter over your eyes, a lens that changes how everything looks. If you were often judged or criticized as a child, you might now see neutral faces as angry or unkind. Even when no one is trying to hurt you, your mind may still expect it. But if you were shown love, care, and support, you might see people as kind even when they say little. You're more likely to feel safe around others. Everything you've been through, both the good and the painful, leaves a mark. And that mark shapes how you understand the present. This is also why it's so hard to truly understand another person's point of view. Because we didn't grow up with their lens. We didn't live their life, and they didn't live ours. The role of beliefs and expectations. What you believe has a strong effect on what you see. If you believe the world is unsafe, you'll start noticing things that feel scary, even if they aren't really dangerous. You might read fear into small looks, words, or actions. But if you believe people are mostly kind, you'll notice warm smiles, small acts of care, and gentle moments. Your belief shapes what your mind pays attention to. Your expectations also affect how you feel. If you wake up thinking the day will be hard, your brain will find stress in even small things. You'll feel more tired, more tense, just because you expected it. This is called confirmation bias. It means your brain looks for signs that match what you already think. It's like wearing colored glasses. Whatever color they are, that's the shade the world takes on. And most of the time, we don't even realize we're wearing them. Emotion, the invisible editor? Emotions are powerful. They don't just change how you feel inside. They change how you see the world around you. When you're angry, even a small comment can sound like an attack. But if you're calm, those same words might not bother you at all. Fear can turn a shadow into something scary. Sadness can make a quiet room feel cold and empty. But love can make even the simplest moment feel special. Your emotions are like quiet editors in your brain. They pick what you notice. They change how things look and feel. You might not even realize it's happening. But your mood, your emotional state, can color everything. That's why two people in the same place, at the same time, can have completely different experiences. Because they're not just seeing the world, you're feeling it, and feelings have a strong voice in what we see. Two people, two realities. Let's look at something simple. Two people walk into the same room full of strangers. One feels excited, ready to meet new people. The other feels nervous, unsure, and shy. Same room, same faces, but two very different feelings. That's how perception works. It's not just about what's in front of you, it's about how you see it. This is also why people argue about what's true. Because truth can feel different depending on your past, your mood, or your beliefs. We all think we live in the same world, but the truth is, each of us lives in our own version of it. Social influence and the collective lens. Now, let's look at something bigger, society. We don't shape our view of the world alone. We learn from people around us, parents, friends, culture, religion, and the media. If everyone around you believes something, it starts to feel normal, even if it's not completely true. That's why people from different cultures can see the same event in very different ways. A simple gesture or holiday can mean one thing in one place and the opposite in another. Social media also adds to this. It shows us mostly what we already agree with. But what if your view isn't the full picture? When perception becomes a prison. If you never question how you see the world, your perception can trap you. You might judge others too fast. You might carry pain that no longer helps you. You might believe things that were never true, just familiar. Your mind can become like a prison, keeping you stuck in fear, anger, or sadness. It can make you feel like the world is against you, even when it's not. And the longer you stay inside that lens, the harder it gets to see clearly. But here's the good part. You can change how you see. Can we ever see clearly? Can we ever see the world exactly as it is? Maybe not fully, but we can get closer by paying attention to how we see things. Start by noticing your own thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, why did I react like that? Is this belief really mine? Is this fact or just a feeling? Slow down. Listen to others without jumping to judge. You don't have to agree with them, but trying to understand their view can help you grow. The more you understand your own lens, the less it controls you, and the clearer the world becomes. Tools to adjust your lens. So, how do you start changing the way you see the world? Here are a few simple things that can help. Be mindful. Spend a few quiet minutes each day just noticing your thoughts. Don't judge them, just observe. Write it down. Journaling helps you understand your feelings and beliefs. You might discover things you didn't know were there. Talk to someone you trust. A good conversation or therapy can help you see things more clearly. Ask for feedback. Hearing how others see you can open your eyes. Read or watch new ideas. Step out of your usual bubble. Learn how other people live and think. Each of these steps clears some of the mental fog. And little by little they help you see with a fresh, open mind. Your reality is malleable. Reality isn't set in stone. It's flexible, just like your point of view. The outside world might not change right away, but how you see it can. That means you're not stuck. You're not broken. You don't have to live through fear, doubt, or old pain forever. With a little awareness, patience, and care, you can shape a new lens, one that's more clear, more kind, and more honest. A lens that helps you see life with peace, with truth, and with real connection. It all starts with how you choose to look, see with new eyes. Next time you hear yourself say, "This is just how life is," pause, take a slow breath. Then ask yourself, is this really the truth? Or just my version of it? What might happen if you looked at it differently? What truth might be hiding behind the lens you've been using? The world isn't always what it seems, but that's okay, because it means you're not stuck. You're not powerless. You can change your story, not by changing everything around you, but by changing how you see it. Final words. If this video made you stop and think, if even one part of it made you feel something, big or small, then just know this: you're not the only one. Welcome to Mind in the Mirror. This is a space where we ask the deep questions most people skip, where we look inward so we can understand the world outside more clearly. Have you ever wondered, am I really seeing the world the way it is? Or am I just seeing what I've been taught to see? If that question matters to you, then you're in the right place. So if this spoke to your heart or your mind, please like the video, hit subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next time we look deeper together. Because the journey to truth starts with one small pause and one honest question. You don't see the world as it is, you see it as you are.